everyone. So I want to talk about podcasts today, and podcasts only. So I've listened to a couple podcasts in my day, and I don't know which one is my favorite, but from the ones that I've listened to recently, I'd have to say, Grace and Memory Hearts Grace Helbig and Memory Hearts is probably the most interesting of all the podcasts I've listened to over the years, and Megan Ranks is also up there in the top 5. After that, it's kind of like a blur of what my favorite podcasts are after that. I mean, there's still so many I have left to listen to. Even Grace Helbig's. Even though I've technically listened to some of the episodes, I don't know where to rank that yet. She's got 194 podcast episodes I have to get through. Maybe even Jason Ash and David Dobrik's podcast is going to be a good one to listen to as well. I might even get into Pretty Basic with Alicia Marie and Remy Ashton. But there's so many podcasts out there in this world that you can listen to on iTunes or Spotify or Stitcher or whatever the website is that does podcasts these days. And you can even watch the video format of it on YouTube. But I wanted to get you guys' opinions on what is your favorite podcast to listen to. And give me recommendations for future ones that I should be listening to in the next, couple months or years or however long it takes. I just wanted to get you guys' thought process on what podcast I should be listening to or watching or, any of that kind of stuff. And just let me know, because I want to start listening to more podcasts as time goes on. I'm actually watching a video for Megan Ranks' podcast that just came out today. We're about 15 minutes into that podcast episode. I watched Grace Helbig. She was with Felicia Day, which is just an amazing person. I met Felicia actually, and I've also met Grace about 5 years ago. I met both of them. No, maybe it was 6 years ago. I met them both at VidCon in the same year, but different days. I met Grace's family, her brother, and her mom. And then Felicia, she was kind of by herself, and I just met her, and, we went our separate ways and stuff. But they have so much in common, except for that Felicia has a child now, and Grace doesn't. But, I mean, their past two successes have been so similar. They both have books, they've both written books, they both have different brothers. They're both, funny as heck. Even though Felicia does gaming and Grace is more of a comedy style person, they both have podcasts. I mean, there's just their worlds are so similar, yet they're so different. And I love Grace Helbig for all the work she's done on YouTube. In my opinion, she's the queen of YouTube. Now, a lot of people can say that Jenna Marbles is the queen of YouTube. A lot of people can say other women are the queen of YouTube, but in my eyes, Grace is probably at the top of that pedestal right now, for me at least. She sits on the Iron Throne of YouTube, and that's great for her. And I'm so happy for her. But there's so many other people who deserve so much more credit on YouTube than they're getting. And I want to maybe someday I'll start a podcast with my friend or something along those lines. I don't know when that podcast will start, but I do want to start a podcast, and hopefully we can get it rolling before I hit year 10 on YouTube, which is 3 years from now. I have a lot of projects I'm trying to get off the ground, not just for this channel and not just for my life, but I want to, like I said, I'm working on possibly writing a book, maybe making a podcast, doing something special for year 10 on YouTube, doing something special for year 10 on Facebook, which is a couple years from now, doing something special for 10 years on Instagram and Twitter and all the other social media platforms I'm on. But Twitch, I just realized today, Twitch I've been on for at least a year. And I'm glad that I've been on all these social medias for almost a decade now. And I'm ready for, when the decade comes for Facebook in 2 years, and 3 years for Twitter and YouTube, and 4 years for Instagram. But, I mean, and YouNow, we're almost to 10 years on YouNow as well. I think we're at year 6 or 7 on YouNow. But I don't really go on there as much anymore. I still, from time to time, I'll go on there to see what my friends are up to that I met, that I started talking to 7 years ago. But that's just me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you guys to suggest podcasts, women podcasts mostly, and if you have a few guy podcasts, let me know down below too. I just want to start listening to more podcasts, and I know I've said podcasts like a bajillion times in this video, but that's what I want to do. I want to start getting into the whole podcast realm and learning how they do it and stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. You guys know the drill. Keep it real. Bye-bye.